everyone. My name is Darren Joyner, and my story is about, well, I'm a veteran, y'all, so I served in Grenada. I served in Grenada, I served in Panama, and I served in the first Gulf War, and I got like some war scars to like show y'all if you want to see later on. But my story is based on, I did drugs when I was in the military, so. Anyway, I was in a, yeah, it gets worse, right? I was in a military intelligence unit, a counterintelligence military unit, not just like a regular military intelligence unit, but a counterintelligence military unit. So basically, me and my roommate, we would go through these inspections, and these inspections would be like from the Inspector General's office, and they would give us these inspections that would, it was like, I would rather have a prostate examination, like every day of the week, as opposed to go through these inspections. So we went through this one big inspection, and I was stationed in Germany at this time, and I was like, this inspection is over, we passed it, so I was like, well, I want to go to Munich, and this story takes place in the 80s, so half of y'all wasn't even born, so. So we had three, so I had 3A pass. So at that time, I was going to go to the Raising Hell tour, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, and it was in Munich. So my roommate, his name was Paul Georgianis, and Georgianis, I just got to give you a little description of him. Georgianis was from Lynchburg, Tennessee. So I don't know if anybody knows what they do in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's the home of Jack Daniels. So just imagine this. Georgianis is. Just imagine an anorexic Tom Waits with a taper haircut. That's how he would describe Georgianis. So as we were like, we were talking, and he's like, well, Jay, let me ask you a question. He says, have you ever, did acid? And I was like, of course I have. So he says, well, I got some acid. You want to take a couple hits? So I was like, well, I don't know, man. I'm trying to get on this train to go to Munich, so we start talking, and he's like, take one. So I took one. I was like, oh, this ain't shit. So, I took another one. I was like, man, where did you get this shit? He says, Joyner, this is not your mama's Woodstock, Monterey Pop Festival, Jefferson Airplane. Do you want somebody to love acid? He says, trust me, proceed with caution. So I take 2 more of them. So mind you, so we get in the car, we start driving down the Autobahn, and I close my eyes for a few minutes, and I wake up, and it's this woman. I don't know if any of y'all been on the Autobahn and driven on the Autobahn. So you know how they have like 4 lanes. They have like this. They have like the slow lane. They have the pedestrian lane. Then they have like the crazy German lane, and then they have like the Formula 1 lane. So we're in the crazy lane. So I see this woman come by me, and she her hair is flying out of the car. She's in this gray Porsche, and then the next woman that comes by me is like in this gray Porsche. And I started rubbing my eyes, and I'm like, okay, this is not like real. So as we proceed to like this amphitheater where we're going to see a Monsters of Rock concert. So we're seeing Rammstein. It was Def Leppard, Metallica. And we get on stage, and they get on. Well, I got on stage at some point during the show. So as I go to this venue, as I'm there, I'm like, at this time I'm tripping now. So I'm, running around saying like peace, love, and soul. So at this point, not unless that Soul Train was being pumped like via satellite in 1988. These Germans didn't understand a word that I was saying. So mind you, so we're, at some point, when Def Leppard came on stage, it seemed like all of the band members, their heads started growing and their necks started going out. They were doing like the Beetlejuice thing, and I was like, okay, one minute, okay. And then I passed out, and I woke up 2 days later. So I'm telling the story to everyone, and they're like, man, can I try some of that? So that's it.